everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So happy to have you guys today with me for today's topic because today's topic will touch how ignoring your intuition is blocking your path. So, what if I told you the reason you feel lost, unsure, overwhelmed is only because you have not been tuning in with your intuition and the voice that's trying to guide you, and instead you've been ignoring it. So, what's intuition? What intuition really is? It's a form of direct, immediate knowledge of something without having to go through logical thinking. And it will appear as understanding, an idea, an emotion, but it just arises quickly and you don't have to overthink if it's true or not. It's an immediate feeling. And so, yeah. So, why and how we learn to ignore it? As humans, we tend to overcomplicate things, and I think that unconsciously we like it because our brain is made for problem solving and it likes simplicity. So I feel like that's normal, and that's the reason why we often will make things that are simple way more complicated than they actually are, because at the end of the day, life is really simple as its core, but our mind craves stimulation and problem solving. And so, when intuition will give us a clear, straightforward answers, it's too easy. Why do I have this answer so easy? No, it has to be like this. I have to go that way to get to that answer. And so, we're used to chase complexity over simplicity. And yeah, but the reality is that our intuition has the answers we're all looking for. Like, the answers you're looking for is rooted in your intuition. I personally believe your intuition comes from the highest version of yourself that already knows everything you will go through, everything you will receive, what you need, your needs, your values, and yeah, and so in my opinion, a way to tune in with your intuition will be to okay, so your intuition will be calm, clear, direct. You will know immediately what to do. Versus if you're experiencing anxiety or fear, it's going to be emotions that are disguised as super loud. So when you're anxious, you're going to be overwhelmed. You're going to think of all of the worst case scenarios. You're going to be um, yeah, it's not gonna be calm as intuition. And so, a way to tune in and to know if it's actually your intuition, I would recommend, is to see, is it like, are you feeling an emotion that is calm, direct, and immediate knowing, not letting you be able to overthink it or change uh, this idea, this perspective, because when your intuition is speaking to you, it's it's from the soul. You cannot justify it, you cannot deny it, you cannot change what you just heard, like what your intuition is telling you, because it's just the truth, it's the reality of what you need to do. But sometimes we will still learn to ignore it. We will think, no, it doesn't have to be this easy, it doesn't make sense, blah blah blah, but it's coming from the soul. And so one way to tune in with your intuition and to know if it's really your intuition, I will give an example. You see confident and insecure people. So, confident people, they don't feel the need to talk loud, to talk about their progress, to like vent themselves, to show off themselves, because they're rooted in self acceptance. You will often see confident people being calm, grounded, and not feeling the need to justify or prove themselves, because why would I feel the need to prove or justify myself to people that first have probably not even accepted themselves, but second, when I know what I bring to the table, I know myself, I know what I'm doing in my free time, I know how I'm learning new things, I know how I'm improving. And so versus insecure people, they will mock other people, they will project onto other people, they will be loud, they will always, you will feel that they want the validation of other people, always trying to be the funniest in the class, making mean jokes. So for your intuition, it's the same thing. So see it as that. Your intuition is going to be calm, direct, straightforward, as the other emotions that are not serving you, because at the end of the day, your intuition is your biggest ally. It's there to help you. Have you ever remembered a moment in your life where you were in a dangerous situation, or you just had a feeling that something was off and it was coming from your intuition? Your intuition is always trying to protect you. See it as your best friend. And guys, the numbers of chances you gave that ex or those friendships, give it the same amount of times to your intuition. And also, as I was saying in the beginning, your intuition doesn't have to go through logical thinking. So, we're in a society that glorifies actions, logical thinking. So, when our intuition is trying to speak to us, it doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel like what's the standard, what's normal. It feels too easy. But your intuition is your biggest ally and it wants the best for you. So tune in with your intuition. Don't ignore it. Because why would you ignore it? This just proves that you don't trust yourself and you don't value yourself enough. Because your intuition, I personally believe, it comes from the highest version of yourself that has already everything you want. And you're in the process of getting there. And so when you're rejecting your intuition, you're rejecting the good part of yourself that you could already have in the highest version of yourself, because your intuition is leading you to this highest version of yourself and the dream life that you could have. So ask yourself, why am I not trusting myself? Why am I rejecting my rejection, my intuition? And you will realize that it probably comes from a lot of unhealed wounds and a lot of limiting beliefs you probably don't have and that you need to work on, because this proves that you haven't given yourself something that you need to give yourself. Because if you truly loved and wanted the best for yourself, you would tune in with your intuition. Your intuition is there to help you. And you know it deep down. I don't even have to tell you guys all of this because you already know it. And so, the longer you ignore it, you feel and you get disconnected from yourself. Because how does it block your path? You're tuning out the one voice that actually wants the best for you. So you are not in alignment with your future self. You are not in alignment with yourself. You're tuning out against your values, your needs, what you actually want. You just chase things that don't align at all. And so you ignore your true callings in what you are meant to live, experience, and have for yourself. And so you end up settling, and it just is not serving you at the end of the day. Because listening to your intuition is what's gonna get you to everything you want. So when you're not listening to it, you're chasing everything but what you actually want. Why would you do that? Why would you do that, guys? Tune in with your intuition. For a long time, before chasing the dreams that I wanted for myself, I was rejecting that intuition, but it was always coming back stronger. This intuition was always coming back stronger and stronger and stronger, remembering me of my true callings. It's never gonna leave. So the sooner you listen to it, the sooner you attract your desired life. And so, as I was saying, what happens when I'm just gonna put like this? Okay. What happens when you follow it? You're being aligned with your values, your wants, your needs. You start chasing things that are aligned with what you want. So, example, you want to work at a certain place, you're gonna go apply for that job. You want to change your group of friends for something that you know you deserve better, you're gonna change it. And all of the above, your intuition is always going to guide you for what you can have better for yourself, what you deserve to have, what you can have best for yourself. And so, yeah, and so you start living your life with purpose because you're being true to yourself. You're being aligned with yourself. You're being aligned with your values, your needs, your wants. So everything begins to align and to fall into place because you're stepping into alignment. And so, as I was saying, my personal perspective about intuition, I strongly believe it comes from the highest version of yourself. It comes from the highest version of yourself that knows everything you will experience, you will have, you will need, and it's guiding you through the process of going there. And yeah, and so and so it's what brought you here without even realizing it. I feel like it's always guiding us, even if we don't necessarily tune into it. It's always a little bit guiding us to everything we're doing. I strongly believe the reason you go apply for a certain job and you decided to change for that is because of your intuition. It's always there to guide you, but there's specific moments where we're gonna ignore it because it's already, what I want to say is that your intuition is you're probably already listening to it, as it's guiding you to listen to this video today, as it's guiding you to buy a little something from your friend that you want. Like, it's always guiding you a little bit, but sometimes we will ignore our intuition for true big callings, the things that really starts to start if we take action. And that's what this video is about, is that yes, of course, your intuition is always guiding you, but the most important thing is that you listen to it when you feel that true calling to you. When you feel that a true, like a calling is calling you, it's for a reason and you need to follow it. And so, yeah, and so conclusion, reflect on certain moments, or yeah, on certain moments and certain times where you experienced and lived the consequence of not listening to your intuition, and reflect on why. Where is this coming from? Is this belief even mine? Why am I not stepping into this highest version of myself? And so reflect why and how to feel and to start trusting yourself. So thank you guys for listening to this video. I hope this video helped you. I love you so much. I wish you all an amazing day, evening. Bye, my angels.